Yo, what's up, everybody? Mono's NFL back here with another video. So, I'm gonna get straight into it. So, today, as you can see in the title, I'm gonna be talking about 6 NFL players that I think are must haves to add to your fantasy football team. So, number one, I have DeAndre Swift. And, you know, that might be a little shocking to people because, DeAndre Swift hasn't been, like the best running back, coming in as a second round pick. He started off as the Lions. He went to Eagles, and now he's on the Bears. But I do think he's going to be very productive in Ben Johnson's offense that he's implementing to the Bears. I think DeAndre Swift is going to play, in that Jahmyr Gibbs role, and I think that's going to be very, very good for him. I think he's going to put up a lot of stats. I think he'll be very productive. If you look at the Bears running back room, there's not a very deep room, and I just think that DeAndre Swift's going to get a lot of carries. He's going to be very productive, in that offense. Next person though that I want to talk about is Caleb Williams. I was very high on Caleb Williams going into last year, especially for fantasy, because of his weapons. But as y'all know, he didn't really, do the best. His team wasn't the best. I think that's more on the offensive coordinator and the coach's fault more than, Caleb Williams and, his receivers. I do think he's going to be very productive though in this Ben Johnson offense with the added weapons of Colston Loveland and, Luther Burden alongside DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, Rome Odunze. I think that the Bears offense is going to be really good and very scary to look out for. And I think with Caleb Williams, leading the helm, I think they're going to put up a lot of stats. So I think, for the Bears, DeAndre Swift and Caleb Williams, I think they're must-haves for fantasy. Next player I want to talk about is Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's defense isn't the best, as everybody know. I'm recording this, I think, 2 days after the Bengals starting defense in preseason went against the Eagles third stringers, and the Eagles third stringers did them bad. The Bengals defense was really poor last year, and that caused the Bengals to play from behind and, throw a lot of passes and stuff like that. And I think that's going to be very good for fantasy, over like, fantasy wise. So I really don't see that much changes in their defense from last year. I know they brought in that defensive coordinator from Notre Dame, but I think they have more ways to go, like to improve. There's more things they got to do, to be a really good defense. And I just think they're gonna be playing from behind. And if you draft Joe Burrow, he gonna put up a lot of points like he did last year. Next player I want to talk about is Malik Neighbors. He is a must-have, just off the fact that he's just a dog. Malik Neighbors was a top 10 receiver in his rookie year. Malik Neighbors is a beast. He's a really, really aggressive receiver. I think I'm not gonna say draft him in the first round, but second, third, I think he's definitely in consideration. Malik Neighbors is just a very, very aggressive receiver that I could just see putting up a lot of points. He has a better quarterback than last year. His starting quarterback is Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is heading towards the twilight of his career, but I still think that he's better than Daniel Jones and Tommy DeVito, whoever the Giants were starting last year. I think that will help Malik Neighbors out, having a veteran. I'm really excited to see what Malik Neighbors do. I just hope that he does good, just not against the Commanders, because I am a Commanders fan. Next player I want to talk about is Tech McMillan, on the 8th overall pick for the Panthers. He is a rookie, and I understand that, but he's automatically receiver one on the Panthers. If you looked in the preseason game, he did pretty good. He did drop that touchdown, but he's a rookie. It's preseason, and I expect that to get fixed, but I think he's going to be really good. And the Panthers scheme, their head coach was formerly the offensive coordinator of the Buccaneers a couple years ago when they were very productive, put up a lot of points. And it's the same scheme now there in Carolina. I see Bryce Young taking a step forward. Their offensive line is really good. They just upgraded in all capacity, like in all ways. I think that the Panthers GM is a really good GM. I like what he's building over there, but I do think that Ted McMillan is going to go crazy his rookie year. I don't think he's going to win Rookie of the Year because my next player, the last player, is Trayvon Henderson. And if Genty doesn't win Offensive Rookie of the Year, it's going to be Trayvon Henderson. But Trayvon Henderson, he's from where I'm from. I'm from Henrico. He's from Hopewell. It's like 30 minutes away. So I know about Trayvon Henderson. He's a really good player. I'm a Commanders fan. We just went against him in preseason. He's got a kick return touchdown. He's very explosive. He can run the ball, but he can also catch the ball. He can play in the backfield, screens. I just think that he's going to be very productive for fantasy. I think that he has potential to be RB1 in New England his rookie year. I just think I'm not going to say I think, I know Trayvon Henderson going to put up a lot of points as long as he can stay healthy. I think Trayvon Henderson is definitely a sleeper pick. I think that not a lot of people are going to be thinking of drafting him really early. I wouldn't draft him too early, but I would draft him pretty early. I would definitely draft him pretty early. But I think him and Tet, as rookies, are going to be like, the two main fantasy, people. But like with Joe Burrow, Caleb Williams, DeAndre Swift, I think those are gonna be like the vets, that can really carry a fantasy team. We're gonna look back on this like a year from now, and we're gonna see how I did with these picks. But I'm very confident in the people that I just, spoke about today. But that's gonna be the end of this episode. I appreciate everybody for tuning in and watching. Yeah, see y'all next time. Peace.